What's up, everybody? Ooh, I forgot to say I'm live. Oh, pull this off over here. Those like the little things, like as I like have a last minute stream here and try and figure out how to kind of get everything going here. How is everybody this fine Sunday afternoon? Back from whatever's going on. Thank you for the auto host, guys. 107 people here, not bad for a random stream on a Saturday. I know I don't do this very often, but I forgot to say I'm gonna let people know I'm live. I was like a lot of kind of rushing around as I kind of finished up church, and then now like wanted to get this stream started because I have quite a bit that I have to get done today, but wanted to make sure that, you know, got this finished. So I was gonna say live now. Now let's do this. Okay, there we go. Okay, we've retweeted and we're good. I'm gonna get an earful from Blondie a little bit later. How? Church was good. Church was good. It's Sunday. Sorry, happy Sunday. Sorry, it's been one of those. You know, it's. I will say, having this whole thing happen on Friday, when you have to do a bunch of stuff, like, you know, and you're like, this is getting mailed tomorrow, right? Like the whole hope is just to have this and Rez's PC actually get mailed tomorrow. So there's been a lot of just kind of running around. Anyway. Let's go through the standard format, let people know what's going on. How you doing, Mikey? For those of you who don't know who I am, you might be new and you don't usually see me stream on a Sunday afternoon. My name is Justin Robey. I am also known as Robeytech. I'm the host of Robeytech. It's a weekly show that happens 3 times a week. So what is that, like 3-time weekly show? It's every day from 6:30, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, not every day. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday from 6:30 to 9:30, 10 o'clock. That specific time. And the show is dedicated to tech, PC building mostly. We also cover tech deals. We're going to be doing tech reviews as well. That'll happen live on the show, but that is usually kind of the format of what happens. On today's show, kind of a recap is we started this build that you're looking at right here. Here's a nice little shot of it. We started this build on Friday night, got it all to the point we're ready to mount the AIO. And then lo and behold, we found out the AIO that Best Buy sent us, which I double and triple checked, is actually supposed to be new. I haven't contacted Best Buy. Like right now, I will take care of that once the build is done. But double and triple checked that I did not buy a refurb. I bought a new unit from Best Buy, and that unit did not come with something that was critical for us. And I'm pretty sure what we got was a refurb unit, and what we needed was this right here. And these are the AMD brackets specifically for the AIO that we have here. So I now have those, and so what we're going to do today is we're going to finish the build. We're going to put it all together. We're going to test it at 1080p. Depending on time, we might do 1440p. I've got all that tech set up now here for the show, but that is kind of the expectation and the journey we will be taking today. No tech deals, none of that stuff. Now, all the deals that I do have are still down below. There are some really awesome deals. Like there's one single X570 that's in stock today. And that is currently available, and you can check that out. I actually sent that out on my Twitter. If you want to know like a lot of things, like I do things like tell you when 10900Ks are coming out. B550 goes on sale tomorrow. The pre-orders are up. Go follow me on social over at Robeytech over on Twitter. Like that's the best place to go and kind of get all the info that I do if you don't actually get a chance to watch all the streams, because I kind of put a lot of that stuff there first. Sometimes, specifically on the New Egg Now streams, I try and save some of those deals and wait. Because they will sell out when I tweet them and stuff like that. So anyway, that's just a nice little, hey, there's a nice tip from Roby1 Kenobi. Let me just tell you a little bit about this, because a lot of people come in, specifically on YouTube. I know Mixer and Twitch, you guys are used to this whole thing. But if you're new to YouTube, if you're YouTube and you've watched a lot of my VOD ones, so like the step-by-step guide for the 1K PC or the $750 build or the Dan A4 build, these are different. These are live streams, so they're not like your curated VOD content that you see from like Jay's 2 Cents or Optimum Tech or Bitwit or or like even Hardware Canucks. These are all live, they're raw. I'm interacting directly with people from actually 4 different platforms at the same time. So not only is it YouTube, but it's also Twitch, it's also Mixer, and it's also Facebook, which we have, you know, a couple, 2 or 3 people that like to hang out and chat. And so when you see me and you see this stuff, I think we've gotten some feedback that people are like, why are these so long? Well, they're live streams. And so we actually, one of the things that's going to happen starting in the next week, you will actually see curated versions of these. We just redid our setup to be able to do that stuff. Curated versions of one of these, the Robeytech episode on Wednesday, that will be much more curated and edited. But if you're watching this, just know that you're in for a ride. It's about live interaction. This is not like your typical show. And it is a one-man show. Like, I got some feedback like, why don't you put the questions on screen? Well, I can't because I'm running this by myself. I can't sit there and like go and edit a stream live because you'd see a lot of downtime as I'm like trying to edit this stuff. The other thing too is like somebody had brought up, it was like, well, why don't you just show all the chats on screen? And the reason for that is, honestly, sometimes people are douchebags and they write super racist or super messed up stuff, and then you get banned from YouTube. So we did that for a little while. We found out that that was a bad idea. And so unfortunately, you only get to see the chat from YouTube. If you're on Mixer, you only get to see the chat from Mixer. You guys don't get to see all of them because there's like 154 people here right now. So that is that. I just want to kind of set expectations. There are some giveaways. You always do giveaways. There's a $25 new A gift card that we're going to give away today. No matter what, we always like to do that on the show. We are not doing that on this show today. So we are, this is just an extra stream. So there is like the $50 new A gift card, stuff like that. Don't worry about that. What we will do is if we get subs, every 5 subs, we'll give away 1 year, 3 months of Xbox Game Pass. That will still happen, but we're not going to give away the new A gift cards because the new A gift cards are really for the shows that are the typical shows. So even though you see that down there and you see that stuff going up there, I will give away gifts for subs in the form of Game Pass, but I won't be doing new gift cards today. Major Spark milestone, if we still hit that, which we're 2 million away from, we will give away the 1 year of Game Pass. And then if you want to support, like this is the thing, there's a ton of you watching right now, 86 over on YouTube, 38 over on Mixer, we have 31 over on Twitch. Make sure that you hit that follow button. We're getting really close to 50,000 over on Mixer. We're getting really close to 25,000 over Twitch. We're at above 28,000 over on YouTube. And then if you're on YouTube, make sure that you leave a positive comment down below. Like, let me know what you think of the show. How could you improve it? What could we make it better when we do these live streams? I'd love to know that sort of stuff. Put those in the comments below. Also hit that thumb up button and also hit that subscribe button. There's a little bit more that has to go with YouTube, so I kind of feel like I over-index on them. So that is the plan for today. I just want to give you guys the standard introduction. You guys now know everything that's going on. We're all caught up. We're not going to do any tech deals or anything like that. We're going to right into building because I want to get this finished, get it tested, and unpack a lot of tech afterwards that I got to do in the other room and kind of prepare for the rest of the week. I did want to give you guys an update. So we are filming a couple things. We've got 2 monitor reviews from Cooler Master that are coming out in the next 2 weeks over on YouTube. We've also got a review of the NC100 case, which is the new Nook Ghost Canyon Nook case. That's going to be coming out, and then as well as a review of the Caliber X1. So we are back from the human malware. We are back into our regular filming schedule. You guys, if you catch that test stream from like last weekend, you can see that we actually have a new camera person who we've hired full time. We did have an editor, but unfortunately that editor had to bail out, so we're in the process of hiring another editor. So if you know an editor who wants to be a part of helping Robeytech and make some side money on the cash, let me know. You can reach out to me over on Discord. So let's get to building though. That is the plan. Are you going to review the B550 Steel Legend anytime soon? Yeah, boy, I have a bunch of B550s that are on their way in. If I get a chance to actually look at the reviews, we may do those live on like the Thursday show. But yeah, let's see what we're going in there. So we'll do the best we can. That's really kind of where we're at right now. Okay, let's go to top down. Look, this is the thing that we were at. This is the step we were at. We were about to mount our AIO, and unfortunately we were missing these. Now we're gonna put them on like we wanted to do Friday night and actually get this set up here. So that's where we're at. We're right into it, minus the little intro, because I like to give the intro so people know what the heck is going on versus just building like a boss. So what we're doing right now is we're gonna add the little brackets that go onto this. It's really funny, like I posted this on Twitter and I was like, hey, for those of you who didn't watch this live show, you know what this means. And I got a lot of hate for these brackets, and it's funny because like the one thing that is true is they're kind of a pain in the butt to kind of get on, but what you like compared to the Intel version of this, like there's less steps by far with this one than there are with the Intel version. So it kind of feels like if you hate the AMD one, then you should hate the Intel one just as much, because like where you don't have to remove the bracket and stuff or add a bracket like you do have the Intel one, like this one you just have like the weirdness of trying to get them both to catch on these little things here. But like once it's kind of on, it's pretty straightforward. So I have a tendency to find these a lot simpler than the ones from Intel. So Okay, so we're just gonna kind of do both sides, get it kind of gripped on there like that. Hey, look, that's what should have happened on Friday. When you put a GPU together, what GPU to get? I'm sorry, this is actually live. Yes, this is a live show. We're actually live right now streaming this. This is not typically a typical streaming time, but what happened is Best Buy failed us and we had to, I had to go get a separate bracket from a cache in an undisclosed secret location, and we could finish this build for level 99, so he could be could essentially have his PC for online school. Like, so that was like a critical part of this whole thing. Okay, so we got that on. Hey, look, making progress finally. Okay, so that's mounted. We're gonna put these up here so we can get all the cables out of the way. One thing we are going to do real quick, and I'll show you this here in a second. Well, let's do it now. I'm trying to keep this cable in. Ooh. So we have to install our CPU cable. We don't need, some of this stuff we don't have to worry about. CPU should be right here, CPU fan. So we're going to go up here to the top, install our CPU fan real quick. Now, some people ask, and they always do, is like, why do you take your pump and put that, like plug it into CPU versus plugging it into CPU optional or something like that? Main reason is pumps have a tendency to fail more than fans. So if I plug the fan in there, there's a higher chance that your pump would fail. I'm not saying this is going to fail, but if it does, that means that if this gets 0 or no info on the motherboard, then the motherboard will fail to boot and it'll protect your CPU. So that is why I put it on CPU fan versus CPU optional. So that way you get that added security. So that is what I'm doing. And now what we're going to do is we're going to use these incredibly tight, and I'm going to just do the safer thing and remove this left side fan real quick and run these cables up. And then from there, run these cables through. And then we will actually have all those done, which will be awesome. And understand this case, which is the Musatex, what is the name? What is this? The Musatex. You can look. So if you're curious, the build info is all down below. I don't remember the model name of the case. It's a new case. I've never used it before. But if you do, and also it like kind of pops up over the course of the stream. You'll see this is the build I'm working on. But this is a case from Musatex. We talked a little bit about the things I like and don't like so far. The one thing I will say I do not much care for in this case is it is a difficult case to build in. They did not give you a lot of space for your ATX motherboards, like your typical ATX motherboards. So like I had to like really kind of push to get the fan in after installing the CPU EPS power connectors. It doesn't have a ton of room. It doesn't have like a bunch of rubber grommets. So where it excels for 99 bucks is in coming with 6 fans, which is pretty awesome. But where it falls apart is in all of like the additional stuff that, like, yeah, you know, the Fantex case or the Cooler Master case may only come with three fans, but man, like just higher quality, just better kind of thought in terms of like airflow and a lot of things like that. Because this case is specifically competing with cases like the Fantex P400A, the Cooler Master PD500 mesh. It's also competing against like things like the Meshify C, which is on sale right now for like 89 bucks. And those cases like are far superior to this case. I mean, even the Corsair 220, the IQ 220T is a better case, I'd say. But I mean, again, some of the stuff I do like is like there's little thoughts to detail, like it comes with a fan hub, some other things. So, you know, you can definitely see where they thought through. I just think that like they kind of cheesed out in places that I wouldn't say like are ideal for a case. And honestly, like when Level 99 Search chose this case, like it was funny because he was like, well, what do you think? And I was like, I've never used it. And so one of those things, we've had a couple people who've been in here who've said like, hey, I've used this case, they love it. I will say once it's probably done, it will be completely okay. I'm curious what the thermals are going to be like in this because the airflow in the front is pretty blocked. But I don't expect, like for the most part, like once it's done, it's going to look good and it will probably function just fine. It's just the build process. I could see the build process for a new builder being frustrating. So, you know what GPU will get me 240 FPS? XFX TZ, is that at 1080p? Because then you're probably looking at it, and the other two is like you're probably looking at 2080 Super, but you're also struggling because At 1080p, a lot of the work is actually happening on your CPU. So you're probably gonna, if you're gonna want 240 FPS, you're not gonna really wanna do a 3600X. You're probably gonna wanna do, I mean, honestly, if you really care about 240 FPS and you wanna spend the least amount of money, you probably wanna go with an Intel 10600K. So, I haven't actually tested myself. I'm sure it may be possible, but you're probably looking at a 2080 Super at the minimum. Okay, so we got those cables in, which is good. Just kind of, I was a little worried about, but that was a little easier to just do it that way. We're gonna zip tie these all together here in a minute, just to make sure they're all nice and straight. Okay, what are you? Okay, there we go. I was like, what is this cable here? Okay. Again, we wanna make sure this looks nice and clean is the key part here. Okay, we're clean and we're installed. Okay, awesome. So our AIO is officially installed. We're gonna do a little cable management here. Make sure, ow, that hurt. And you don't fall through. And then we'll do our front panel connectors. And then all we have to do after that is add our power supply. We got we're kind of in a good spot already. A lot of already kind of good progress being made here. Yeah, I want it nice and clean. Robeytech? Huh. Yeah, it was a big oof on Best Buy's end, and they will be getting a call from me. Like, I am a elite black member with them, so like, I know they don't like it when people like me aren't happy. So they're gonna get an earful. But my primary concern right now is getting his PC built and out to him, and I'll worry about Best Buy after that. Luckily, he's going to somebody who builds PCs, so we have a lot of these little kind of extra pieces around. We happen to find one, it's all good. Oh, but Best Buy will definitely be getting a piece of my mind. Okay, there, that looks nice and clean. We're good there. Okay, let's go ahead and hook up our front panel connectors and go from there. So front panel connectors, then PSU, so actually front panel connectors, then we'll install our GPU, and then we'll do PSU. That's kind of the last bit of this whole thing, and you need to still stay up here. Okay, do a bit of a rat's nest over here, but that shall get fixed. And the reason it's more of a rat's nest than anything else is honestly just because we had to get the front panel on, we had to do a lot of some interesting adjustments to make this happen. Okay, so let's start getting this down. You know, it's funny, I talked about the cable management room here in the back, but now I'm kind of playing with it. It's actually not all that bad. Do they really only give you, they're so generous with their 3 cable ties. They're 3 zip ties. They're like, hey, you know, I know how many zip ties you need for this build. 3. Nobody needs 3 zip ties for a build. You need like 800. You're gonna do it the Robeytech way. Make sure it looks good. But we do actually have a tie down over here. Kind of in a weird, awkward spot though. So let's do some cable management real quick. And there's a part. Can somebody remind me the case info? So, hey, thank you very much for that sub, man. There we go. Okay. There we go. Pull this straight. Get this to stay down. There we go. One tie down. There we go. And the cool thing about this is, like, with all this stuff pretty kind of ready to go. Hey, look, I'm already out of tie downs from zip ties from the case. Very kind of you, Miss Tex. Very kind of you. Give me 3. So generous. There we go. Okay. Get those out of the way. Luckily, I have more. I have more cable. Is this sticky? Like, can I make this sticky? It looks like this is sticky, so that's kind of cool. So we'll be able to kind of get this up and out of the way. Okay, these are both for the power supply later. this is going to be, let's go ahead and get our middle, kind of our middle cables out of the way. These are RGB, which I don't have to worry about any of these because I'm not using any of this stuff. These are all not going to be used because they are we're going to put everything into a single kind of thread here off of the, do we have a cable tie? No, we do not have any. We have one right there, but it's a little high. Okay, we're going to do 2 of these here. Ugh. There's one. This one down. Okay, that's done. Now what we do is we're going to kind of tie these together. You got to make sure they're flat though. We want that to be out. Yeah. Luckily there's not a whole lot of other cables I have to worry about with this. Power supply, we're just going to need to make sure that one ends up here. About it. Flip that around. Okay. Kind of cooking with gas now. Things are starting to kind of come back together here for this case, is like we slowly inch our way through the quagmire. My word of the day, Robeytech word of the day, quagmire of cables here. Kind of get them back under control here. There's our plug for our. And one thing I'm trying to do is make sure that they don't because all we really kind of want to come through this is the main, it looks like this actually does have an addressable RGB header. So we actually might get lucky. Might actually get lucky here, level 99, and you might be able to change all the colors of the fans using a single addressable RGB header. So. That looks like an addressable RGB header. So we will throw that in here. We might be good there. Addressable RGB. This is USB, right? It's HD audio. Okay, so I'm just plugging these down into the right spot. That we will worry about here in a minute. These are all our front panel connectors. Front panel, front panel. Front panel, HD audio. I swear there was a USB here. There's another front panel. For rubber grommets become so helpful because they keep the things from falling through. There's a USB. And then I think, you gotta see, where's our USB 3 on this bad boy? Okay, it's up there. Okay. And then USB 3. Unfortunately, goes right here. Okay. That's great. Shut up, Siri. Okay, there we go. All that stuff is kind of in the right spot. We'll worry about cable managing our stuff here in a minute. But this is everything's kind of at least tied down again. And now we can just hook up our front panels. And hopefully these don't slip out when I flip it over. Well, always the problem here. Oh, crap. Okay. Run that here in a minute. Of course, there's always a cable I forget. Okay, oh, this came out. Just fine. This doesn't look like it needs as much room as I thought it did. But I will run it here in a second. Addressable RGB is up there. Okay, so this does not go here. Addressable RGB, there isn't one down here? That's surprising. There's a 4-pin, but not a 3-pin. Okay, yeah, it's up there. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll fix that. Okay, so let's put in our front panel connectors. First, let's run our, make sure this is plugged in. Okay, so front panel connectors time. We want our hard drive switch and our reset switch. Let's go first. Hard drive goes on the far left, and I'll walk through these here in a minute, guys. Reset. There you go. Oh, this did not. This is not going very well. Yep, these are definitely the right place. These do not go in very well. Not grab very well. There we go. Okay, they do. I just didn't push them in all the way. Okay. Hard drive, power, and plus and minus. Okay, plus and minus are the last thing. Oh, that was weird. Okay. I didn't think tough boards have feet. Yeah, they do. They have one right up here. The X570 does. And I remember looking at that. This HD audio is pretty. It's like HD audio cable is like barely long enough to reach. I had the same problem with the in-wind case. Okay, it's in. Okay, so USB, we have one more USB to plug in. Let's go ahead and plug in our USB 3.1. There we go. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's from our other. Okay, fix that here in a minute. This is our, these are plugged in, which is great. Ready to go. Okay, we got to plug in our USB for our thing. Okay, plug in our one other thing that we got to plug in, which is our USB. Hope I can get it up there. Sounds dirty. Okay. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're just going to run our AIO USB. I hope I can get it through this little notch. Remove the fan right past. There's so little room at the top of the case. Got it. Goes right here. Plug that in here in a second. Good. Runs perfectly. Let's grab our addressable RGB header. There that goes right here. Okay. Last two connections here. Okay, so addressable RGB header. Plug in right here. There we go. Get it in right. Okay. This is sort of proprietary thing. Okay, and then this is our USB for our 8 AIO. And we are in. Okay. Okay, so everything now on the case is connected. Front panel's in. Let's go ahead and what we're going to do now, real quick, before we go to the next thing is we're going to go and put in our AIO and kind of run our back cables, because the last part is just about, we're going to put in our AIO and we're going to run our, put in our GPU. And we're going to run in, we're going to run all of our PSU and EPS and all those connectors. That way it's all, like, all we have to do is install the PSU and then we're done. That's really kind of where we're at this point. And then there's what we have in here is we already have a drive. It's got Overwatch and Call of Duty installed. We can run and just test frame rate on those. And then when we're done testing, then we'll be done for the stream. And then I will put it all in, switch out his drive, put an OS on it, put it in a box, take out the GPU, put it in a box, and ship it out tomorrow. So he will have it hopefully Wednesday or Thursday is the plan. I'm just getting rid of all these. We don't need to worry about this. So I'm just making sure all the extra screws are put away. Kind of like we don't need screws anymore. Here, unlike Best Buy, I'm gonna give you the extra brackets. Man, Best Buy's not in my good graces right now. Okay. There's all your screws. Garbage. Oh, this is plastic. There's something else interesting about this case. The back things look like they're plastic. Okay. The cables I need for my cables extensions. I need this. The cable combs. The only one I need is this. The rest of these are actually to get some more powerful GPU later. Okay. How are we looking? It looks like we're looking pretty good, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. How we doing? What would be the best for 165 XPS? You could probably, what game, XF? I mean, you could probably do that with a 2070 Super. Hardware Unboxed is a good place to kind of check that stuff. I'd rather, like, you can check Hardware Unboxed, like they have a lot of that stuff. We're gonna start building that stuff out here on this channel as well. But I don't want to give you like false information. But I'm pretty sure that if you did like oh wow, this is quite the contraption here. Yeah, good. I was getting worried. I was like, oh, does this thumb screw not come off? But it does. Okay. So we got little holder here. I'm just gonna remove. Yeah, let's get our GPU in. Already got it out. Ooh, those screws are tiny. Okay, so level 99. This is the part that you have to pay attention to because you're gonna have to do the same thing. By the way, you are gonna need a screwdriver. They did not give you thumb screws. You're gonna need a screwdriver, unfortunately. Because I'm not gonna, like, again, I don't ship the GPUs inside because they will get damaged. So you will need a screwdriver. I wish they were thumb screws, but this case did not come with thumb screws. So you have a couple days to get a hold of a screwdriver. And just any level, go to a local hardware store and pick one up. It's not a big deal. You're gonna unscrew these screws. Like, I will not put these back in so you'll know where to place it. So this slot over here on the left will be open. These will be open. That's where you put this in. All you're gonna do to install the GPU, and I let everybody know, again, there's a little slot. This little slot lines with this little slot right here. All you're gonna do is you're just gonna line it up like this, push it all the way to the end, and it just really just pops in. That's all there is to it. One of the easiest things to install on a PC. Then what you do is you take your screws, re-screw them in, it just pops in just like that. That's all there is to it. And then what you do is you take your little screwdriver, screw in your two screws. There's going to be two slots on the left. Just screw those in. There's one. Take your second one, screw them in, screw it in. Like that. And then you're going to take this little thing right here that I took out. You're going to slide it in from the other side and cover it like this. Really easy. It goes right over the top of the screws like that. And then you take this little thumb screw that you have and you just screw it into the little hole on the side. That's it. You're screwed. Your At that point in time, your GPU is now installed. Really, honestly, very easy. You can just go back and replay that, and that's all you're gonna do. That's it, your GPU is installed. This will come not inside, because if I keep it inside, it will break. So, yeah. Yeah, I do not ship them inside. Yeah, it's really super simple. Okay, now what we're gonna do, and then you're gonna, this will already just be waiting for you. I will not take this out. So this little, oh, not this one. There'll be another cable waiting for you. Not that one, because that's the wrong cable. Good. I'm gonna get the strut down. The right cable will be waiting for you. This one. Oopsie. Okay, so this cable will be waiting for you. And you just plug it in just like that. And it's done. Okay, let's put our cable sleeves on it now. Cable comb time. Always everybody's favorite moment. Yeah, and it's funny because like people like I've seen people like genuinely get mad that I recommend cable combs, but you do not need them. I will be clear, you do not need them. They are not necessary, but they look a hell of a lot nicer. And if you're gonna spend freaking $1,000+ $1,500 or whatever on building your own PC, and then you skimp on like something like cable combs, it's like, geez, dude, it's like $40. You know what I mean? Like, these are like $40 with tax, and it just makes such a massive difference in the aesthetic. Now, if you're with somebody who's like, I don't like the way they look, that is one thing. But if you like, literally, it's like, take the time to make your PC look good. You know what I mean? I use Asia Horse mostly. It's not that I don't like cable mod. Like, I don't mind cable mod, but all in all, like, bang for buck, the Asia Horse have been like, they're cheaper, and honestly, they just, the cables just are really easy to kind of train. So again, it's extra money, it's not necessary, right? Like, aesthetics are always one of those things, but it's like, it's a simple $40 mod and will make your build look so much better. You know, if you're gonna spend the kind of money you're gonna spend on something like this, might as well make it look nice, you know? That's my 2 cents, but again, if you don't want to agree, that's fine. I'm gonna unplug all these because I gotta get this cable in now. That I had pre-routed and then pre-routed the wrong one, so. And okay. We'll redo these here in a sec. Okay. I gotta redo these power cables because I had to take them off. Reset switch goes right there. Where's my hard drives? It's kind of like always the best part of like the build. Like, once you get done with cable combs, it's like basically in the home stretch. It's like I put in the power supply and then turn it on. That's like all I have left. Cable combs are always like one of those things, like, they make a build look good, but it's definitely not the most fun. You spend a lot of time just putting on a comb. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, before I go to the next one, we kind of have everything plugged in. We can pull this stuff taut and finish kind of getting this done. It's like, got to figure out where I'm going to put this thing. I'm wondering, is this actually looks like it's got sticky on it, so I think I might stick it right here. I might stick it right here. So now that we know where the addressable RGB was. Yep, it is sticky. Awesome. We'll manage this little bad boy. Out of the way here. That may be. No, he's got hard drive brown. Okay. Kind of zip tie this together here. Kind of out of the way here. We want to keep it flat. I'm going to do one group right there. These are all going. Okay, there we go. Here is my all good. Okay, making sure that we kind of get our cable ties are being kind of wacky. Go. Tie those together. Okay, zip ties those. Now we're going to zip tie this little clump together. We're going to use a really long one for this. So we're nice and tight. Keep it nice and flat. Key here. Okay, now I want to pull these through tightly. Not, there you go. There we go. Okay. Grab one more kind of longer one. Zip tie this group together, and we've kind of got things are kind of in a good spot. Okay. There we go. Very clean looking at this point in time. I'll worry about these here in a second once I kind of have this done. I do want to kind of zip tie this group together here real quick. Actually, I may not need. There you go. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and zip tie this to this because I don't want it to dangle through here. All for the sake of cleanliness. Okay. Now, these off. Get them clean here. Okay, so we've got one kind of random cable running through here. That's our weird USB. I'm probably going to end up clumping these groups together. Once I kind of finish out, I got to figure out how long I need the SATA cable to be, then I'll group that together, and then that'll, again, you're not going to see any cabling through the back there. We should be good. We still have our plug in here, and so we should be good there. Nice kind of clean back there. Okay, let's finish our front and go from there. I don't have to worry as much about cables shooting around back here anymore because they're all managed. And that looks good. Those are in there nice and tight. So the bottom looks good. Okay, let's do our one little one we have left here. Our I want to put the cable combs on for this thing. Oh, did I really like just like not switch the camera the whole time? I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, we'll show it here in a minute. I'll show the cable. I still have to do some cable management. Sorry. I'll show it at the end. Sorry, guys. Every once in a while, I forget. I've gotten better, though. And I'm pretty sure Blondie probably texted me and told me, hey, you suck. But I'll show it here in a minute. What we're doing right now is we're just putting our cable combs on for our power supply. Our E8 or our ATX power supply. Oh, nice. Did she really? Did she really text? She's like, what the Robey? Yeah, it's, hey, I'm not perfect. Sometimes I forget. I have a Crosshair Aero 8, Carlos. Yes, it is, Kyle. It's actually, if you look in the description down below, all the info, and YouTube is right down there. Since you're on YouTube, you can just check in the description. All of the info is right there. A $1,500 PC, and we're going to test it here in a minute. So if you're interested in building this, and you could get it, you could actually get it cheaper. You do not need to use 3800X that's in here. Again, this is a commission build. It's something he wanted, so he put a 3800X. If you wanted to save a little money and just do the 3700X with a 2060K, you totally could. But for 1080p, he's totally good. Well, I'm not in top down right now. I'm putting cable combs on. She's telling me top down now, but I always do this view for when I put the cable combs together. And then I'll go to top down. She's on top of it. Blondie's all over it right now. It's Sunday. Thank you very much. Thanks for keeping it honest, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me on Sunday. 400 people. Right now, oh yeah, 400 people. Oh, over 400 people actually, hanging out right now. Nice little Sunday stream. We got a sub. We got 4 more subs. We'll give away 3 months of Game Pass, guys. And then oh, it looks like we hit the. We're not quite at the, or maybe we are. Oh, so we're definitely going to give away a year of Game Pass at the end of the show. We'll give away a year of Game Pass, but if we get 4 more subs, yes, the 3700X is okay for a 2080 Ti. Yes, yeah, even at like 39 would be ideal, but 37 would be fine too. Yeah, you have the Spark one. Yep. So in Munster, I would not do a 9900K. I would do a 10700K over a 3900X. The 10700K is a better CPU for gaming, but the 3900X is cheaper. So when you kind of equate it all out, the 3900X is a better deal. Is where things kind of sit right now in the world. Okay, so we're just going to run this through, and then I will switch it to top down, I promise. I'm going to make sure that we get this in. There we go. Okay. Okay, can you, like, flatten? There we go. Top down. Yeah, the fans are on the right way, yes. It's all pulling, it's all pull, exhaust. So it's pull air in and exhaust. So it's basically pulling air across the component. So yes, the fans are in the right way. But thank you for asking, Josh. Okay, so it should be plugged in correctly. Okay, now we're just gonna run it so it goes down and back, so it's more of an angle. But there, that is pretty much the front of the PC. The front of the PC, as it will look completely. Legend of Air, yeah, for the number of fans, again, there are other cases that are actually you can get the fractal, so RGB, you're right. Like I have to say, like you're getting 6 RGB fans. I don't know how good the fans are thermally, but I would say like if I were going to recommend a case, I would do like the Fractal Meshify or the Corsair, the Cooler Master TD500 over this particular case, just because airflow is going to be better. But again, you do get 6 ARGB fans, which is pretty awesome. So, okay, so it's all good. Let's finish. Let's now do the other side. You can see I've already done all the cable management. You guys missed the entire thing. Can't believe you guys weren't paying attention. So rude. Just kidding. My fault. Okay, so one of the things I got to do here is I got to figure out a way that should be okay. That should be okay. I just need this to be flat. I'm trying to keep this out of the window. Yeah, we got enough room. Okay, so I'm actually going to zip tie this together. And then this will be our last bit right here. Need a long zip tie, long thin one. There you go. Zip tie these down here, and then we'll zip tie them to the bottom. Yep, and that should definitely fit. Okay, so all of our cables are ready. We're ready to plug in to our PSU now. There isn't a lot to. Okay, there's our cable management. As you can see, all bunched up and ready to go. So everything is kind of in a good spot. I think what I'm going to do, one more thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put this through here. I'm going to clean and zip tie these together. Quarter zip tie. Really kind of finish making things look nice. Gosh darn it. Right. Zip tie. That's got a lot of room to move, which is the important thing. Okay, there we go. Now it's all clean. Okay, now last part. Go ahead and put this back on quick. Okay, let's get our PSU installed. Go PSU. No, you can control them. You know what's funny though? It is interesting. That's a good point. Where is the fan? Where's the fan speed regulator? There is actually a fan controller. Fred, where is it? That is a 3-pin though. That's not, that doesn't look like it. Usually there's a fan, like this says fan. That's power. That's a good question. It feels like this is plugged into, like this has gone into something that was not. I don't see anything over here that's not connected. Definitely this cable. Okay, let me find out where this goes. I wonder if this is actually, they both are connected, if they stay together. I might undo these and find out. Hold on. That's a good question before I do the PSU. I need to find out. That was a good reminder. Where's the fan controller go? Okay, this is the fan controller. Where's the fan controller? That is to the Should be the RGB controller. I'm just making sure. That's your RGB controller. Okay, here's our fan controller. Where's the fan controller go? I think I'm gonna have to undo all these. Luckily, I have lots more zip tie. The question is like usually that goes into a fan header. I don't remember hooking in a fan header. Oh, so it looks like the fan speed is actually controlled. USB-C Type-C for USB-C. That's RGB. It's going up here into this. It's going up here into this hub. That's actually a good question because like the fan. This is the fan controller, and the fan controller is actually going up into the hub here. So it must be something that's controlled via via one of the buttons at the top. It doesn't look like there is actually like another way to control the fan speeds. So I'm glad we investigated that. Yeah, I know, Zysten. Yeah, I know. There you go. I've wasted all the ones that Musatex gave me, but luckily I have more. Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't have an answer for that because they don't. It looks like it's not controlled via. There's no other thing, so we'll have to play around with that. See if there's a way to control the fans. They may just run it 100%. But there's because the only button up top is the RGB button. So we'll see. We will see when we see what happens here. Okay, they're all. There we go. All real cable managed though. That's all I care about. Looks good again. Yeah, of course. Yeah, well, I mean, we can push around with it. We can push around with it here before we can try it here on the show. Like once we get it up. I mean, we're like this is like all we got to do now is put the power cables in. Like we're at the tail end of this build. We still have an hour left. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, we already took out a CPU. We could, for the sake of this, we'll just do we can actually do the single VGA, but we'll do a dual one. So if he ever wants to easily plug in a second, actually do like upgrade his graphics card, he can do that easily. Here goes that cable. One SATA cable, go, and then don't need that. Don't need that. That's Molex. There's your power. That don't need that. Shoving all this stuff back in the box here. Got like a. Okay. Awesome. Okay, let's grab our PSU here. This is a gold, right? Which is nice. So 80 plus gold, so much more efficient. Okay, so if we're hooking this up, all we're going to do, hook up our cables real quick, and do all of these cable ties. You're the kind who has more problems getting the OS on. Yeah, I have had issues with that. This should be, I mean, newer builds are pretty straightforward. You don't really have to worry too much about that anymore. It goes on pretty easily. Especially if you use M.2 drives like we have. Jeez, that is cold, Brett. Okay. This is a separate set, so let's remind ourselves that we definitely want to make sure that we, oops. That was the wrong cable. I want the dual VGA one. Wow. Okay. Whew. Okay, here we go. VGA 1. SATA. Nobody's SATA when I plug this in. Still gonna do that joke every time. CPU 2, because CPU 1 will plug in here in a minute. And then our power cable. Okay, and then we only have one more cable, which is right here for CPU 1. Okay, all plugged in. Pop in here nicely. Plenty of room here. I will say that, I do like how much room you have in the shroud. There we go. And easy peasy lemon squeezy. Cam link, we're gonna put in our little screws real quick. Bro, please tell me the best laptop under 25,000? What does that mean? To 25K? Jeez, dude. I would get something from Digital Storm. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's just, well, if you're happy, that's a good thing. Your PC, buddy. Almost done. Glass screw. There we go. All the screws are in, our power supply's in. Get a drink of water. Oh. Okay. Hook up our power supply real quick. Like the fast part. Okay, so we'll take, this is going to be the last cable we do. This is always an interesting one because it's got to go to, oops, that does not, this goes up here. Our little, picking up our CPU. There we go. Come on, baby. CPU's plugged in. This is our data. I have to zip tie those together here. Almost done. We're at the finish line. We're definitely at the finish line. Let's just making sure we do the single touches, like not rush through the end, you know what I mean? Like, let's just make sure the whole thing looks quality here. Might as well. Go. Okay. Now, goes down here. The spare cable. And there's our power cable. Motherboard power cable. I might actually zip tie this one over so it stays. Oh, actually those have been. Okay. This is our GPU and it has lots of room to move, which is important. We want it to be able to move so we can make it look nice on the other side. That's my thing, is like when you do cable combs, it's not so much the power supply one, or sorry, the power supply one, not as big of a deal, but the GPU one, you want to be able to move around. That's usually why it's one of the last ones I hook up, is because you want to make sure it has lots of room. Okay, this is going to be the interesting one, because I want to, these have two, there's two that have to plug into this. This, okay, and this. Here we go. Okay, now all of our cables are now, we've got the PC is done. It's plugged in and ready to go. I might, just for the sake of making this simple, that actually may hold down with the case, so I'm not do that one. I like having a certain amount of room and movement in some of these, so that way they don't, they go, but these should all go down pretty easily. They're all kind of together. I can go ahead and do that one. Tie that one down. Straight. Go. Nice and clean. And actually, what I might do, if I have them, I might do this bottom one. You don't have to worry about cable management. Cable zip ties. We want it because we want this to kind of stay to the left. Use one of these. There you go. That'll hold it to the left. Okay, there you go. Ready to go, guys. Ready to turn it on. Make sure it turns on. Oh. See what happens. Here it is, all finished. After a little bit of a scare, I actually have it ready to go. There we go. Make sure, push this down a little bit so it's clean. Nice and clean, actually. Very clean looking. Good. Awesome. Where is the power cable? Oh, they're all over here, that's right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and plug in everything here, because I will be able to see the posts on our little screen. Okay, ooh, I see lights, that's a good sign. I see lights. Oh, maybe I don't see lights. Oh yeah, no, I see lights. And there we go. Now, there I see everything. There it is. That is all lit up. Lights, everything. That is on, baby. Front fans are on. It is on. Ooh, that's getting, let's see, you can feel air. Definitely air. Yeah, so we're definitely getting air through there. and it posts. So it does post. I go to capture. There you go. You can actually see. Oh, maybe not. Oh, no, there you go. You can actually see it post. Okay, well, let's go ahead and just for the sake of simplicity here, and put our okay, I'm going to quickly put our Here's my this. Okay. Look like the front panel ones. Okay. Just gonna put our case back together real quick, minus the front panel, and then we'll test some games on it. Yeah, it's a lot of rainbow. I'm curious. Push this button here. There's an RGB button. Oh, that does change it. It looks like the RGB button does change it. We'll have to play with the... I have the addressable plugged in. I'm curious what'll happen if you do the addressable. There's quite a few options. Quite a few options there. Okay. Okay, there we go. Let's go and put our back panel on, and then we'll leave the side panel off. And then we can test thermals with the side panel just to see what our thermals end up being like. This is the clips. Kind of for the sake of simplicity here. And we'll run some games on it which are ready. Oh. Always easier to do this with nice and easily. Put our thumb screws in. A lot of airflow through it. Feels so far, but like I said, test the thermals. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's see how this runs. Let's run some games on it. See how it does. And then we can show you the front there. There you go. You can see the front. Feel some air coming through. You can feel air coming through the radiator. Okay. So now, do is grab our keyboard and mouse, and let's see how this thing actually plays some games. What do you guys say? So again, just to remind people what's in this, the Ryzen 3700X and the RTX 2060 KO. Those are our motherboard, and it's our keyboard and motherboard. I'm looking at the keyboard and saying motherboard. That is our CPU and GPU. Can't find my mouse in here. Tearing through for stuff, and now here it is. CPU and GPU. I need my monitor. Just into the OS here real quick. It does look really clean. It did come out very clean. I will say, I am happy with how it came out. The build looks nice, for sure. He's losing it. Thank you, Crazy Steve. Yeah, I was. I was definitely losing it, thinking too much about the wrong things there for a second. There we go. Okay. There it goes. Okay, there we go. We're gonna go like that, and then we're gonna get our monitor up so I can actually see. Kind of need. There we go. Monitor needs power, and it needs HDMI. Okay. There you go. Okay. We should. Okay, I see things. This is what we're running. See how this bad boy does. Oops. It would help if I put in the right password. Nope. Okay. So what do we want to see first? Again, audio is broken. Audio. Mic cracking. Well, that's weird. Is it still? Did I unplug something? Hold on. I'm gonna turn it off and turn it off. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna turn it off and turn it back on. Is that better? Whoa, whoa. That's really high. There you go. Is that better? Yeah, okay. Okay, there we go. I don't know why it was so, it was like crazy hot. I wonder if I pushed something. No? Hey, what the? I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Hold on. Huh. Batteries are at 3/4 charged. Is it still bad? No, I think it must be a codec issue. Hold on. No, this isn't the $700. Low volume and popping. Huh. Weird. I don't know what to do. Hold on. I mean, I could. Okay, resetting again. Is it still crackling? It was like working. Huh. The only thing I can think of is that I need to go out and come back in. Hold on one sec. I don't. If I'm gonna. Yeah. Guys, I'm just gonna have to go. I'm just gonna have to go offline. I don't know. There's something I can do. I don't have it. Like nothing has changed. Yeah, I know. I hear it. I don't know what to do. There's no low battery. The batteries are low. Oh, the batteries are fine. Channel change. Okay. I've reset the packs. The batteries are fine. Yeah, but if I do that, then I'll lose everybody. And it won't come back. I might as well just, like, not stream. Yeah, well, I don't have the mic near me right now. I mean, I thought resetting the mic would do something, but... Hold on, I can try one other thing. Let's see if this makes a difference. Hold on. Okay, I'm trying a different one. How's that? This is a different setup. That so crappy. So bad. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna have to. Let's just run games, no volume, just so we can see it. I don't know, there's nothing I can do. If I go offline, coming back online will break everything. Doing? Yeah, that's nothing. I'm not doing it. I'm doing it. Hold on. Let me see if there's. Wait. Hold on. When I do this, does that do anything? Does that fix anything? Is it still bad? It's still bad. I'm just curious. Okay, so it's not better, it's fixed. Wait, no, it's fixed. Well, that's weird. So, okay, well, that tells me something. Okay, now when I go back to here, is it broken again? Is it broken again? Did that fix it? It's still fine? Okay, wow, you are low. Okay, well, I can change that. That's an easier thing to fix. Okay, how's that? I turned it way up. It's like up now, higher. Crackling. Bad again. Okay, so it's... Okay, so I think it has something... Hold on. It actually may have something to do with this. Hold on. I wonder if it's this. So it's like literally... But if I go to this, like if I go here, it's fine. If I go here, is it actually fine again? Like if you guys hear, like, is there no problem? Yeah. Okay, so it's literally something with, okay, well, I don't know what to do there. I guess, that is weird. I don't know what that is. So it's like, it's basically something to do with the, okay, let me try this. I'm going to try one other thing. I'm going to try and add here. I'm going to try and do something. Just bear with me. Okay, does it still sound fine? I'm just curious if this is like actually like a... Is it still broken? Does it sound okay? No. The worst? Yeah, so it's basically, it's something with this audio, with this particular thing. Okay. So it's just... But now it's gone. But now it's fine. But now audio is fine. Once I get rid of it, it goes back to fine. Yeah, dude, what is going on? Okay, so it's something in this. Hold on. Okay, if I do this, is it fine now? It's fine. Okay, so it's definitely this. Okay, hold on, let me see if I reactivate this if it comes back. Okay, what do you guys get now? Good now? Is it still good? Crackle. Yeah, dude, it's something. It's like it really doesn't want me to show the game. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Does this fix it? Okay, is it still fixed? Is it still broken? I know, it's like, is it popping still? Crackling? Okay. Weird. Oh, it's good? And then now it's back. Is it good? Okay, here we go. Okay, so it's this. Okay, hold on. It's an audio thing. Okay, let's do this. It seems to be fine now, right? Okay, hold on. We're just figuring it out. Okay, there, I think that fixed it. Okay, I don't know what's going on, man. That's weird. But it should be fine now. Yeah, it's good now. Yeah, okay. Okay, here we go. We got it figured out. There's something going on with the new capture card, but that was weird that it had this problem. Looks like okay, it's background downloading. We're gonna try, okay now, sounds great, good. Awesome, we're back to whatever the heck that was. We're gonna try, we're gonna try Overwatch first. Give it a go. That took, longer than we expected it to. We'll do a test game. Well, again, this is his PC, and one of the things that the gremlins are all over us today. I want video. Oh, that was option. I want to change. Okay, frame rate cap is off. Okay, good. Okay, so we're gonna just play. We're gonna do training. We're gonna do practice versus AI, just to go and play easy, and then we'll go from here. And again, what we're looking for is we're looking at the. Okay, so the performance metrics are in the top left. You guys can see them down there. Let's go to FPS. You guys can see what the frame rate is here. And we'll check temps here in a second too. We'll put cam on and just check what our temps are. Right now, RAM's at 33%. I have not enabled the full max speed of RAM, so I actually should do that. We'll see if that actually makes a... The cap is off. The cap is off. The cap will come off when we go into the game. It's capped at 300 frames per second. So. Drivers are all fine. I've already updated all the drivers. All that stuff was, so this is a separate, like I have a test M.2 that's in here right now. So that this is a test M.2. It got updated before I even did the build. So drivers are up to date. Everything's up to date. The only thing I have to do is go back in the BIOS and enable 3200 megahertz RAM. But hey, Davey Lazy, I did it just, don't worry, man. I just started. No frame, entering game. So we'll be able to test this once we go in there. Lucio select. There's your frame rate right there, going up to 130. And then we'll test Call of Duty after this. No tank, that's okay. These guys have no idea. We're just playing easy bots, so it's fine. Yeah, the universe is angry at me for, there we go. So we're getting 175 frames per second right now. And again, we probably could get a few more. I'm curious. We'll do a test real quick after this, just to see how this runs. Once we, thank you for healing. Okay. Oh. So we're getting pretty much average 150 frames per second. Again, the video on this is at max. So if we look at our options here, we're running video is at full screen at high. We're running it high at 150. We could go lower if you ran a medium, which is like ideal, like if you're like looking for competitive. But in terms of speed right now, we got max players on screen. No problem in terms of running speed here. But yeah, definitely not an issue. I think honestly people play this mode specifically just to feel good. Okay, so we're sitting at a whopping 138 frames per second. Saw a nice little dip there. I don't know what that was, but our frame rate rise has been like 140, 150. I do read messages. I'm just basically we're just doing some testing real quick. I'm not trying to be good at good at the games. I'm still fine. Look at me. Look how good I am against easy bots. Hey, if you're enjoying this content, remember this is a live stream, right? Like if you're enjoying this content, especially if you're over on YouTube with the over 500 people who are watching, make sure you hit that like button. There's 500 people of you. Everybody just hit that like. It doesn't hurt you at all. It costs you nothing, but I would appreciate just a quick like. Would be great. And then subscribe. If you're over on Twitch, for Mixer, 48,503. Or do we have like no new viewers? Yeah, follows are free. And subscribes are free on YouTube. Not that we have to worry about it. Okay. Feels fine. We have what? 2 minutes left. I think we're gonna win. We could run the 3D mark if you guys want to see that. We can run the 3D mark if you guys want to see that afterwards. I'm gonna change the graphics. We'll change the RAM is not. RAM does make a difference, and it's running at 2666 right now. So we do need to update that in the BIOS. Come on. There we go. I mean, like, all in all, this is running great. This is more than playable. Bots are terrible. I guess that's perfect. One minute and 48 seconds. Well, okay, I'm not going to stay through this. Let's exit the desktop. Okay, That seemed good. Let's go ahead and let's real quick before we do this. Let's go ahead and enable. I just want to see real quick. We're gonna restart and throw in make our RAM, set our RAM, because that can make a difference in terms of overall speed, especially at 1080p. We're gonna go in and make sure our RAM is set real quick. Enable DOCP. Go. Go. And the fan noise, like fan noise wise, not really a big deal. Okay, so now we're at 3200 megahertz in terms of RAM. Hey, Swagmaster M, thank you very much for those embers, dude. It's right, guys. Vertical VSync is off, Robotic. It's not in VSync. The main reason it's not in VSync is so we can test uncapped frame rate. Because if I turned on VSync, then it would VSync to the setting of the graphics card, which would be 60. That's why you're not seeing VSync. These are definitely like the monitor I'm using here is capable of 240 frames per second, but I'm dealing with the limitations of the capture device. So the capture device, the fastest it could go is 60 FPS. So if in order to do that, I have to turn off VSync, which is why you're seeing. Okay, I'm just going to do another quick test. Again, we'll see what the difference was. We were getting up, average 140. We're going to run one more Overwatch test. This is with the RAM at 3200 megahertz. So just see if there's a difference. We'll do apples to apples. Then we'll run 3D Mark. Then we'll run Call of Duty. And then I think we'll probably be done around that. That should be good. And we can check temps, like we could check temps in terms of that stuff too. It's not a bad idea. Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to hurt my stuff. Oh, this thing, frames are okay. I don't want to wait frames. We're just gonna wait. Thank you very much for those embers, guys. Did we get any other, did we get any super chats or anything like that? 50, oh dude, awesome, with 600 people just chilling with us on a Sunday. Level 99, your PC is built, baby. All done, all fixed. So we'll throw the side panel on here in a minute, and we'll just see what the temps are running. I'll throw cam on. When we play COD, we'll check temps while we play COD. I wish there was a way to do temps with Xbox Game Bar, but there's not. Let's see, guys. By the way, can we get 4 more subs over on Mixer? We got 4 subs. We'll run 3D Mark. Yeah, that's right, level. Dude, I also have to be careful, right? Like, I can't be on here for like 5 hours, man. We'll see where we are. Let's test this one, guys. We're 4 subs away as well from getting unlocking that 3 months of Game Pass too, so you can get that sub thing going, and then we can give away 2 at the end. Different. It's Sticky Broom on Ryzen. It's DOCP, not XCP, but yes, there should be. But we'll get a 3. I have ARC, but we're not downloading. We're not going to do a bunch of games, guys, because again, I still have to get them packed up and get them ready to ship. So this is like we didn't want to turn this into like a 5-hour stream, guys. All right, hey, by the way, if you guys want to see all these games, we are changing the format of the Thursday stream, so if you want to come and check them out, what we'll do is go to Twitter. We're going to ask people what CPU they want to change, and we'll do a CPU, and we'll just test a bunch of GPUs with different game combinations, given that people thought I was just a capitalist pig. And so if you guys want to come see a bunch of different games played, we're going to be playing testing Intel on Thursday. So. Okay, here we go. Entering a game. We're just going to see what our stuff is. Now this is, remember, we're running with the frames. So this is, wow, that our frame rate jumped up massively with 3200 megahertz. Okay, are you guys seeing? Like, I know we're not out in the world right now, but geez, look at that frame rate. This was all we did was change the RAM. Oh, you know what? You might be right. Sorry. God, that's a good call. Here we go. Oh, there. Still. Now we're at 178. So we got an average frame rate jump of 40 frames right now. Just with the RAM change. Oh. So yeah, there you go. That was a pretty massive jump. So that was a yeah, that was a 40 frame. So I don't know if let me see if I have 3D Mark installed. We'll check. But that was a massive jump in, I think I do. Let me check. I have 3D Mark installed. Yep. Okay, we can run 3D Mark real quick and then we'll end with Todd. Yep, I'm gonna log my son out. He's gonna be mad. Okay, so we'll run 3D Mark and then we'll run Call of Duty. Okay, well, while we're doing that, let's go ahead and run this 1 year Game Pass one. Hoping I was trying to run it at the end, but you know what? Honestly, you guys got it. You unlocked it. Do it. I'm hoping we'll get 4 more subs. 1 year Game Pass. Starting that now. Remember, subs get extra entries into that. That giveaway is happening now. Okay. I wish. Actually, hold on. Do I have cam on here? I want to actually hold on. I'm not going to do this. I want to run this here in a minute. Okay, let me do NZXT. I want to put cam on here so we can look at the Okay, throw this in here, and then what we're gonna do is while we're running the thing, we can check temps. Let's throw our panel on and see what our temps are like. Yeah, because right now we're not really running optimal in terms of how he would run. No. No. Okay. Okay, now our temps are on. I mean, our temps are more aligned with what you will experience. Okay. Make sure our cam is set up. I read, whatever. Okay, so right now we're sitting at 65, which is actually I mean, it's not bad, but it's not ideal. Oh, there it goes. It's coming back down. Clock speed is 4200, temperature is 3400 GPU, which is totally fine. Let's look at our overlay here. Settings, overlay. Okay, should be able to test it. Okay. And this, I'd like to just see what our temps are like, specifically because this does impact our CPU temps, which is going to be the most likely thing impacted by thermals. 60 is pretty warm. That's about like it's not terrible. I mean, but it's not ideal. Like on the PD500, I was getting 50. Tempered glass, the fun thing with tempered glass. Once it's running. This does not screw it up. Okay, so CPU temperature, look at that, 60, 60s. See that on the top left there. Yeah, it's set, it was right now it's set to rainbow vomit. I mean, again, you have control. We do have a RGB control, and he does have some of that stuff through Corsair, and so we can put the we'll put the IQ software on this thing. But 60's okay. I mean, you still have, that's quite a bit of headroom in terms of thermals. Frames are 4. You know, I'm not worried about frame rate on this particular test. Yeah. Thanks, Below Zero. I appreciate it. Okay, but now at least we can see like overall like what temps are like at, you know, under load, right? CPU is hitting in the 70s. Really bad like quality control. What is this? What? It's somewhat airflow restricted. Yeah, it's definitely blowing. I can definitely feel hot air coming. That's pretty warm for GPU. I mean, not bad, but it's like, again, you kind of want 60s under liquid. Okay, running the other bench. So this thing ends up in when it's all said and done. Yeah. There we go. And remember, KOs have a tendency to run hot. They do. But again, thermals in this case, again, I think that, you know, in terms of, again, what you're getting here, you're paying for aesthetics in this case. And so you're getting a lot of RGB fans. But overall, thermally for this case, you're getting the tempered glass is right up against the fan. So really where you're only pulling air is from the sides and out of the back. You know, you're getting air. There's some air. We're exhausting. You could potentially bring in more air here, which could, but the GPU, like at least it's sucking the hot air, which is, I think, it better. I think we actually have the best ideal setup for this particular case, specifically with the AIO in the front. You have no room to put the AIO in the top, so that's really kind of your only option. But yeah, thermally, I mean, it's fine. Like, you'll be able to run games, no issues. It's not going to have a long-term impact, but thermally, not really the best in terms of thermal performance for the case. But we're running the last test now. This is our graphics test. You can if you use cam. You're seeing me do that right there. So somebody's saying is like in terms of like, but again, the CPU, like all in all, that temperature is fine. That temperature is fine. Like, it's not going to have a massive impact in terms of the overall, like, you're not going to have massive impact in terms of hitting your CPU. Like, he's getting nowhere, like, even at 50 or 60% units, like, it might get 70. It's not going to hurt. Oh, winner. Yeah, sorry about that. Winner. People are more worried about the winner. Okay, there we go. Congratulations. Oh, level 9. Wait, didn't you win last time? You won last night, didn't you? I don't know if that's, we might have to redraw that, guys. Because he just won. And so we don't do winners that close. Yeah, you just won the gift card, dude. So did we already give him the did we already give him the gift card, Blondie? Okay, last test. Not yet. Okay, so level 99, you can choose between the gift card, or you can choose between. I'll let you have the choice. You got to choose one, man. Gift card, or you want the 1-year Game Pass. I'm not going to push it here because sometimes it wigs out. Oh, well, let's see what it is now. It's 100% free. 72. So it hit high with 72. I hope that didn't screw it up. Okay, it's loading results. There we go. 74.33. That's not bad. That's actually pretty good. Again. So it looks like a temperature high was 74, and that was at 9. That was at the CPU almost pegged. Okay, let's see what our results are online. So 62, better than 62%. And again, a lot of that is probably the 2060 KO, the 2060 KO. But for $1,500, like that's a really good PC. There you go. There's your test. Let's see how this does in Call of Duty. Okay, I'm gonna do one. Okay, so we're gonna redo that gift card. We're gonna redo that drawing. We're gonna get. We're gonna do. Pick another winner. Congratulations, Giggling Mr. Fix-It. Giggling Mr. Fix-It. You are the winner of the 1-year Game Pass. We need a 3D Mark leaderboard. Oh yeah, you're right, Super Tech Boy. I wonder. You know, it's funny because I think I think I actually have those. If I go to Robeytech, I wonder if there's a way to see all my results. Here we go. There you go. That one right there is a top one right there. This is a Core i9, 1479.99. Oh no, 14. Yeah, this was the highest one right here. That was a 10900K with an RTX Titan. But in terms of like, you hear it like. So this one, but see again, this is an RTX 27. This is a 2070 Super. So again, 9872. But this was like that, like again, this is a GTX 60. So you can see, like in terms of when you look at the compare, you can look at here, let's look at this one. And then you can look at these, you can look at the results there. Let me hit this. So let's, oops, where did my compare go? There, oops, that's not the one. Okay, wait. Yeah, here we go. These are our compares right here. So, how do you actually compare them? So, okay. Okay, well we're done. Let's go. Let's run Call of Duty. See how this does with Call of Duty. Log this out. And we'll run Call of Duty, and then we'll run that, and then from there, I think that is it. Now, there we go, Fit Dread. Congratulations, Giggling, by the way. You think so? I mean, I guess we could try. I mean, like, there's a bunch of things you can do. Again, dust filters have their purpose. Oh, like, I don't want to, like, again, we're testing this. We're testing the case in stock. He can make some modifications. He can make some modifications, like remove the dust filter in the front if he wanted to. The other option that you always have that would probably vastly improve thermals is removing the tempered glass from the front. I bet you could see quite a bit. You could probably see it quite a bit if you remove the tempered glass from the front. He'd probably get a lot better thermals. For what he paid, like again, for what he is playing, this is a more than very, very capable 1080p plus system that is running the game that he wants to play, this will run Valorant at easy the same thing he was playing Overwatch with no problem. This is a great PC for what he is paying for the price. I I would not kick this PC out of bed for eating crackers in bed, if that makes sense. So I'm not yet. I love the cooler. I have one in the other room, Daisy. I love that. I love that case. I actually have one sitting in the other room. That with a 10900K and a Titan in it. Where did level 99 go? Is he still here? Oh, there he is. Okay. What do you think, man? You happy? I know you waited an extra day, oh, almost 2 days for this, dude. Yeah. Not everybody can spend like $25 bajillion on the PC. And I like, again, I would not.
There's Victor Zakhaev. His father was a Soviet-era hero who went to the war in the so Victor found a willing partner to fulfill his father's wishes. Al-Assad had announced him right against the Syrian.
Yeah, you should be, dude. Is that a brain exploding emoji? That's awesome. I don't know what this is. Oh, that's right. There's like an update.
Zakhaev pulled strings, sowed distrust, and divided. He turned our guns back on each other, just like he wanted.
Yeah, he had to take a step back, Brett. Season 4. Yeah, I haven't played any. Like, again, guys, I have played little to no Call of Duty. And yes, you're seeing screen tearing because we have vertical sync. PC off. He'll probably have it in 2 days. I'm going to send it UPS 2 days. It's pretty typical. Okay, season rewards. Don't care. Okay, so let's pop in Warzone. Quads. Close. Let's do. We're just doing. Where is playlist select? Oh, all right, there it is. VR solos. Oh, hold on. Installing the shaders. Should be done in just a second. That's up to him. If he wants me to autograph it, I can always autograph it. We're gonna build custom stickers that we'll stick on them, right? That'll have our signature, but I don't typically write on them. That's up to him. This game is not capped. It's already set up, so this game we should not see capped. Nice cuts. Wow. Does Ryzen Master is pretty easy for doing all of those changes. It takes some practicing. Definitely a lot, dude. I have had people who want it, man. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now we're gonna jump in. VR solo. Here we go. And my job is to basically go in, see what it performs at, and then get killed as fast as possible. Oops, that's funny. It is crazy. I wonder if. Okay, good. Oh, well. We got that one up too, so we can see temps as we go. Okay, we're into a game. Okay, I'm gonna do Windows D and cover the top one. What frames is 60? Okay, 115. There we go. Pretty good in terms of. Oh, I wonder how close you can. Like, I know some people can. And by the way, I'm not going to cut my parachute like I did last time because then I got myself killed. What the heck? Why's that guy not dead? That guy, like, didn't die. I shot him like 50,000 times. Oh, he punched me. Why is that guy not dead? That was messed up. Whatever. Okay, here we go. But yeah, we're sitting at, what, 100 frames per second?
Enemy dropping into the AO. Start warming up. Stand by for deployment.
There we go. Oh, rubber. Oh, okay. I think I was just expecting to be able to do that. Okay.
Battle Royale. Got gas closing in fast. Get to the play zone.
Let's drop. I'm gonna drop as far away as like we can. Show you how many people are in the thing. I'm gonna drop in the park and hang out and like eat a sandwich. Feels like a good place to drop. I'm gonna go try and go over to the prison. Feels like a good place. Prison's like a nice place to. I don't think I'm gonna hit the prison. Oh, maybe. I like the prison. The prison's nice. It's a nice prison. Oh, wow. Oh, there's two. Oh, those guys did a lot better than I did. Over here. I'm gonna go over and hang out in this tower. Nice. Oh.
All right, lads, let's
I forgot how to do anything. F. There it is. Okay. I'm safe. Everything's fine. A machine gun? That seems nice. Being 119 frames per second, that seems pretty good. GPU temperature is. I actually killed somebody. I killed somebody. I ranked up. I'm so awesome. You guys are proud of me. Killed somebody. Look at that. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Oh, so good. I was prisoner of war. I was captured. That was terrible. Okay, guys. Well, what do you guys think? Spoke too soon. Yeah, I was pretty happy. I still killed a guy. I still killed one guy. That was good. Like I killed a bunch of people. Easy bots on Overwatch. Yeah. So yeah, whatever it was. Okay. So so what do? We got the build completely done. It's completely ready to go. We're gonna throw. Next step for me is I'm basically going to rip out this other M.2 drive, put his real M.2 drive in here, put an OS on it, get it all ready, and get it out to him so it goes in the mail tomorrow. So hopefully he gets it by Wednesday, Thursday. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, again, make sure you hit that like button. There's a bunch of you right now hanging out over on all of the channels. Like we have, 70 over on Mixer, 450 over on YouTube. We got 39 over on Twitch. So make sure you hit that follow button, hit that subscribe button. If you're on YouTube, hit that like button. The show usually streams Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But we are not streaming, so we will be back on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. There is supposed to be a show on Monday. I have to follow up with Jez. There's supposed to be a show tomorrow at 8 a.m. We're going to be playing some Minecraft Dungeons in the morning, so if you want to come hang out, we'll check that out. That'll be happening. I do not know. There may be a chance that there is no stream this Friday. I did forget about that. The stream may move this Friday because it's Father's Day weekend. I may be going up to Seabrook. So I might be spending some time with my family on Friday. So just stay tuned. Thank you very much, ArcLight, for all that stuff. If you guys are, I play all sorts of. Again, this wasn't about playing serious, guys. I was playing for the sake of showing you guys Infium. Anyway, if you thanks for hanging out, and we will see you guys in a couple days. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this random Sunday afternoon. Anyway, guys, we'll talk to you later, and bye.